Yo. Welcome back to another episode of Untitled Sports Podcast. I am your host, Wayne. I'm here with my guys, Joe, Smoog, and Chubbs. In this episode, y'all know why y'all here. We're here to cover a Wildcard weekend. Even though the Bucs didn't play, we're going to make sure we get to each and every game. Also got some Mount Rushmores for us again, as you guys seem to love that, especially on YouTube and TikTok. So, appreciate everybody that comes in and listen each and every day. First things first, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and comment, subscribe. In the past 28 days, let me make sure I get my numbers correct. In the past 28 days, our watch time is up 133 hours, and our views are up 18.2K. Also, our subscribers going up by 40. So, appreciate everybody that's been listening, liking the content. Last week, we didn't really say anything, but last Monday, we actually hit our 1 year of House of Untitled Sports being a podcast, man. Very monumental moment. I'm just happy in these last 30 days we've been able to get on some momentum. So, hopefully, keep chugging out, get more people to listen. By you guys liking this video, that gets more people to listen. When you see us drop our shorts, drop our reels, y'all know what to do, man. Hit that like button. And then if you're on any of the audio platforms, make sure you guys go ahead and download every episode, man. Before we get started, man, we got some huge congratulations to our guy, Smoog, man. He got engaged this weekend. Congratulations, man. How you feel?
Yeah. Man, I don't feel no different, bro. I really don't feel no different, but it was definitely an exciting weekend. Something that, me and Jazz, what she deserved.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, basically. I know everybody's saying the same thing. It's about time, but, I just wanted to make it official, celebrate it with the people, who could be there. If you couldn't, I appreciate I know you still love us. But yeah, I mean, Jazz, if she wants to get up and show the ring, she can, but she's laying down pretty comfortably. Now here she comes.
Now we seen it. She gonna yep.
Jazz is left-handed all of a sudden now.
Yeah, that's what you said. You left-handed all of a sudden, doing everything with her left. But no, yeah.
Hey man, well, congratulations, man. Soon enough, you'll be part of Ring Gang. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. Congratulations, that's pretty dope, man. Happy for you too.
Appreciate it.
Let's go ahead and get started, man. The first game we have to discuss is the Chargers versus the Jaguars. So I think, was I the only person that picked the Jaguars to win?
No, I picked the Jags to win.
Oh, okay. So
I think everybody picked the Jags to win.
No, I don't think DL did. So before we get started, I asked this in the group chat, but I got to bring it to the podcast. Chubbs, are you ready to admit that you were wrong about Trevor Lawrence not being the best quarterback in his class?
I told you by default, top 10.
Oh my God!
That's what I said in the.
Nah, we gotta bring it here, man, because you said it definitively that he was not better than that guy.
Well, this is what I said, and I'm sticking to my guns. Trevor Lawrence is still in a way better situation this year and even last year. On the team that he had, the team was better than the Bears last year too. Come on,
bro.
The Bears didn't do anything in the offensive line last year and didn't make no improvements this year.
That is really good defense.
Okay, Wayne. We're talking about Justin Fields' offense right now.
David Montgomery was better than any Jags player on the team last year. Give me somebody from the Jags. James Robinson got traded.
He was still on the team last year.
He got traded.
He got traded this year.
No, he got traded last year.
He got traded this year.
No, he got traded last year.
He got traded to the Jets this year. When Breece Hall went down.
Oh, but he was yeah, you're right. Urban Meyer, yeah, you're right. Urban Meyer was. I thought that was last year. Damn, it's been a long year. Urban Meyer wasn't giving that man his justice.
Giving Carlos Hyde the ball. Well, whose fault was that?
That ain't Trevor Lawrence's fault.
But listen, again, it's not.
That's why you can't say it was a better situation because he had Urban Meyer as his coach.
Justin Fields has not had anything around him his first 2 years. He hasn't.
He had
It's a
Darnell
fact.
Mooney.
He got hurt halfway through this year.
He had Chase Claypool. Before this year started, you would have said Chase Claypool was better than any receiver on the Jaguars. Fact or fiction?
No, because I don't think he's that good.
You would before the year started. Would you say? No, you're lying, bro.
No,
you're lying to keep your narrative right now, and it is disgusting that you're lying to keep your narrative.
You think I speak so highly of Claypool when I was dogging him?
It ain't speaking highly. It's because we were shitting on the. You were one of the people who was laughing at. You were one of the people laughing at Christian Kirk getting all that money, saying he didn't deserve it.
Christian Kirk is still a better receiver than Claypool last year.
You would not have said that last year.
I literally called Claypool Mr. 50-50 boy.
That don't
all
mean
last
nothing.
Year.
You can call him Mr.
Called
50-50 boy. All right, Joey, would you have said Chase Claypool was better than any receiver on the Jaguars coming into the season?
I would have said him and Christian Kirk is the same player.
Okay, Smooth.
Why is this turning into Claypool right now?
This is just a conversation, Chubbs.
You said what I would have said. Chase Claypool is better than any of the Jags receivers on the team
going into this year. So Zay Jones, Marvin Jones Jr., and Christian Kirk.
I would say he also falls on all three of those, but it's a big.
Okay. All right.
I can say that. Okay.
I don't think any of those guys get traded for a high second round pick. That's just in my opinion, but hey, to each his own.
Christian Kirk would?
No, he fucking wouldn't, dog. Don't do this.
What do you mean?
I don't think so.
No, he wouldn't, bro. Don't do that, bro.
But back to what your question was with me. Again, I have to see Fields in a better situation. If he's in that type of situation, I think he flourishes. He does. I really believe that.
We saw it in college. He was never better than him.
Come on, dog.
Look
at you. You're not even letting me finish.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said I did admit to you. He is top 10 quarterback in this league. But from what I saw last night, or the 2 nights ago, top 5, I cannot give him top 5. I don't care. He came back from whatnot, 27. You cannot put your team in that situation to begin with if you're a top 5 quarterback. You can't throw 4 picks and put your team in that situation if you're a top 5 quarterback.
But he came back and won.
And 2 of those picks weren't his fault.
That's cool. You still put your team in a bad.
2 of those picks weren't his fault.
A top 5 quarterback never does that.
A top 5 quarterback never does that. That's wrong.
When have you seen Milhomme throw 4 picks?
Mahomes has thrown 3 picks against the Miami Dolphins.
Was the team ever down 27 points because of those picks?
Bro, they were still in the game because of him. So
No.
The Jaguars are still in the game because of Trevor Lawrence and his play, even though that he turned the ball over. So that's what great quarterbacks do. You fail, you come back, and you win the fucking game.
The greatness is him. The greatness is him.
Off of what he put his team.
The greatness. First of all,
Chelsea took his team out of that situation.
The poise. Most quarterbacks would have gave up, and the game would have been lost. For him to have that poise to lead a comeback like that. And first of all, 2 of the interceptions wasn't his fault.
But we're talking about against a Chargers team that we literally no one gave them a real shot because of the injuries they sustained weeks prior.
The only injury that really affected them was Mike Williams. Everything else was just like, yo, you had
they
enough
still
weapons.
playing with people down this whole year.
Let's stop.
Oh, Mike Williams is the only person that was hurt, bro. Stop these nasty narratives.
Through the game. What are you talking about?
The Chargers had all the ability to win that game.
Oh.
It doesn't matter who was injured.
Okay,
they should have won that game.
Thank you. That's why I'm not giving Trevor Lawrence all that credit, because I think Staley lost that game for the Chargers, not hurt. Yes.
Trevor Lawrence happened.
No.
Second half, Trevor Lawrence happened.
Staley started playing not to lose.
Won the game.
Staley started playing not to lose.
What should he have done? What should he have done?
He was supposed to throw. You want him to keep throwing the ball?
That's what. No. Because that's what he was doing. He was not running the ball. He was throwing the ball.
He continued to do that. He stopped doing that.
He stopped doing what?
Feeding. Eckler was eating.
Time out. Let's stop this. Eckler is not a good running back at running the ball. He's never had 20 plus carries in a game in his entire career.
But I'm saying
His entire career. You know what he did? You know, you talk.
They were stuff in the first half with that team is what I'm saying.
What they were doing were getting short fields. That's all that was happening.
Bro, he was conservative because he was up 27 points, thinking that.
How was he conservative if they only ran the ball 8 times in 6 drives in the second half? How was he being conservative?
He wasn't.
Dude, he was not doing the same shit he was doing in the first.
Yes, they
half,
were.
No, they weren't.
Listen, Trevor Lawrence happened.
Chubbs, I don't know what you're talking about. Being conservative, I can see if they would have ran the ball 20 times in the second half.
I don't know what you're talking about because you're trying to fit your narrative that Trevor Lawrence made this miraculous fucking couple. What he
did. It's not it. It's not a name. It's the truth. This is what happened.
Stop. You're not sitting here and saying Staley did not try to play
I'm gonna let you finish.
A not to lose game.
No, he didn't.
You're okay. I'm done.
Chubbs, you got to tell me in which of his how in his play calling did he play conservative?
No, because no matter what I'm gonna say.
No, I'm gonna let you talk, and I'm not gonna interrupt you.
You got it. He's top 5 quarterback.
There we go.
In your eyes.
Anyway, the reason why the Chargers won, and I kind of alluded to this already, lost is because, and it's hurt a lot of teams, similarly to Kansas City. When you don't have a strong running game, teams can come back against you. They can't run the ball. Like I said, there's a stat. Austin Eckler has never had 20 rushing attempts in a game. He's a receiving running back. Let's just say that. If you can't run the ball, waste time off the clock, then you can't do that. And the way the Chiefs always are usually able to get out of it is because they had Tyreek Hill. So if a team did something crazy and started to do a comeback, they can have a big play down the field that can slow all that down. The reason why the Chiefs lost to the Bengals last year is because they went up 17 points and they are unable to run the ball. So it's easy for teams to come back because if you only can throw the ball and you can't run the ball, that's less time coming off the clock with incompletions. And then also, if you get 3 and outs, that's quick. So that is why the Chargers lost that game. I'm not going to go ahead and blame Justin Herbert too much, but in my mind, I got to keep consistent. You got to score points. You got to find a way to score points. Because if you really look at it, the only reason why they scored points mainly, I think they only had one long drive. Every other drive was short. And their one long drive, they didn't score a touchdown. They got 3 points on it. So you got to be able to sustain drives if you're Justin Herbert. I understand your team is not running the ball well, and you don't got no big play ability with Mike Williams out. So, but Gerald Everett and Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen should be more than enough to sustain some type of drives, especially with you being able to scramble a little bit. Their biggest run in the second half was a 13-yard run by Justin Herbert. So,
yeah, I mean, it's just Justin. I like Justin, and I always say I would pick Justin over Tua, but it's always been in question: can this guy win you games? And it's just like, dude, you up, but you still have to finish. And I think that's just the issue with him. We've seen it with him in college. He wasn't a winner in college. He didn't do it in college. So it was just like, we got to see it in the NFL. And he had all the tools, man. He had all the tools to win that game. So I am putting it on him. Regardless what the defenses did, because the defense caused 4 turnovers. So that should be enough for them to win the game. But also 5 turnovers. That should be enough for them to win the game. And also, but to allow them to come back, but that also plays into the fact, 3 and outs, giving them short field, and you can have Trevor Lawrence. He's going to capitalize on that. But shout out to Trevor Lawrence. Good shit for him. He started off bad, finished off great. But I think Herbert just got to do better, man. And he failed. He failed this team. I think he failed this team. So put it there.
I disagree. I mean, I can see where y'all coming from, but I think Justin Herbert played very, very well. There was no reason why he can be at fault for losing this game. He didn't turn the ball over. He threw a lot of passes, but like Wayne said, when they don't have a running game, that's what you're going to do with your quarterback. Throw the ball 273, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Again, no turnovers. They only punted 5 times.
In the
Defense
second
forced.
half.
You're right, but when you put up 27 points, it's like this is NFL, bro. Like no team is going out scoring 50. It's not college. You're not going out scoring 50 points a game no more.
This is the playoffs. Dolphins
I get
dropped
it.
31 points and still lost. So like you got to
Yeah,
score to win the game.
but we're talking about Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about an experienced quarterback.
No, we're talking
Like,
about
But we're also
no, I'm saying
talking
I'm saying
about,
when you said the Dolphins and the Bills game, that's Josh Allen. He has that experience in the playoffs.
we're also talking about Justin Herbert, where he has mechanically, he has the ability to do it mechanically. Like we see him what
Yeah,
he's done.
well,
So he can do it.
Again,
did it.
I'm not. I see what y'all are saying, but it's much like at some point, like you said, the defense first turnovers all in the first half, bro. Like, get off the field. You know what I'm saying? Get off the field in the second half. Stop letting them score in the second half. Like 27 points
What
in
about
3
short
quarters.
field? What about short field?
Field goals. Hold them to the field goals. Get stops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get what you're saying. You got to score. No, we've been saying this all year, even when the Dolphins came back on the Ravens. We were saying Lamar has to score, but at the same time, bro, if you're not turning a ball over, you can't really. You're not going to score on every single drive. When you're being efficient, and like you said, when you don't have a run game to slow the game down a little bit, that's not his fault. I mean, he threw 43 passes, was 27 for 43. You know, again, holding on to the ball being the biggest factor. It's not terrible. It's not terrible either when you don't have a run game.
One touchdown, you know. So like, regardless.
So you don't think
plan that out throughout the 4 quarters, he was really average. He was average throughout the entire game.
You don't think? So you don't think 27? You don't think 27 points in 3 quarters is a good amount of points to work with?
It is a good amount of points to work with, but you also got to understand it's a game plan situation. When the team is coming back and your team needs you to score, you got to put up points. It's regardless of what the situation might be. Yeah, the defense might not be playing well, right, at that moment, but you have to still do your job. And so, if you was doing it in the beginning of the game, why couldn't you do it in the second half? And he only gave us 1 touchdown. So.
Bro, second quarter, the guy that has been stepping in for Slater at left tackle went down for the rest of the game. So they had a third string left tackle blocking either Walker or Josh Allen.
Bro, I'm not hearing that.
Who we're getting to Herbert. Like, what are you talking about? We watched the game, right?
Because at this point, every team is playing with injuries, bro. The Dolphins had 5 tackles out.
Second half, Jaguars defense put on hella pressure to Herbert.
Show up.
That's not Herbert's fault.
And for any other quarterback right now, we're talking about show up. It's the playoffs.
He was only sacked 3 times. You know, I mean,
he got hit hella times in that second half time. They were in his face the whole second half.
I'm just simply saying that I don't think Justin Herbert played. That loss wasn't on him. Like for y'all to say you got to win games, yes. But that's
all right. Let's go. Out of halftime, 7 plays, 37 yards punt. Only 2 minutes off the time. Next possession, 7 plays, 45 yards. Only 2 minutes off again. The next drive, they had a big drive. They had a missed field goal, 6 minutes and 57 seconds, and then the Jaguars score a touchdown, and it's 30-28. You get a first down, and the game is over. 3 plays, 5 yards, 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
What were the play calls?
Play calls. Brandon Staley.
Brandon Staley doesn't call the offense, so you don't know.
Like if you're throwing the ball, like I understand.
No, he doesn't call the offense. He calls it
fourth down decisions. He don't have no pool, right?
But I'm just saying, I'm not like I understand. Whatever the call is, you're throwing the ball. He's either they catch it or whatnot. But at the end of the day, he wasn't turning the ball over. That's what I'm trying to explain.
You might as well be turning the ball over if you keep getting 3 and outs.
That's great. Don't turn the ball over, but win the game. Get the first down.
You don't think that being able to run the ball and the defense knowing that we're going to pass helps?
There was multiple situations where he could have won the game, Dio. And what I am saying is that he did not do it. That's all. And we talking about wins and losses are a quarterback stat. That's a stat. That's an L for him. You have to win the game. You are the manager of your team. You driving the bus. You got to win that game. And that's what it comes down to. He just didn't come and do it. And that's what we need from quarterbacks that we expect to be elite or good. Right. So
I ain't gonna hold you. He got to score more than 3 points
show up.
in the quarter, bro. In the
Show up.
It would have been 6. That would have been a game,
If it's
bro.
any
Missed a
other,
field goal.
if we're talking about other quarterbacks,
they was not, I ain't gonna hold you. They was not stopping the Jaguars, bro.
They
They would have went down there and scored a touchdown if the game needed to be a touchdown to score. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So again, the defense wasn't getting stopped. When
the
they needed
defense
to.
wasn't.
I will say
Defense wasn't getting stops, but the offense wasn't helping with no rest.
I don't know.
Yeah, 27-point
I
rest.
will. I
Bro, they
will.
off. No, bro, they off the field for 2 minutes. Then they back on the field.
Yeah, bro.
I
They
will.
off for
I
2
don't know,
minutes.
but
And the drives are 7-minute drives. Like
the average drive is 8 plays, bro. Like
Hold
that's
on,
an average
hold
drive
on.
in the NFL.
Not
It was
that.
under
I
8.
know.
It
I
was
know.
7
There's.
and 3.
I know there's shit between every play between the players, but I will give Joey Bosa the benefit of a doubt. There should have been a fucking penalty on the Jacksonville in that last touchdown that caused Joey Bosa to fucking erupt,
Yeah.
and they didn't. They missed it, big
Yeah.
time.
I mean,
they miss shit all the time, bro.
that's
But
gonna
I'm
happen
saying,
with referees.
but in
though.
playoffs,
I
when
mean,
it's
so.
the
You talking about the false start?
that was huge.
They said it wasn't a false start. They said it was like
come
simultaneous.
on.
That's what they said. That's what they said right there.
Come on.
They said if it's like
Come
that,
on.
they're not gonna call
Come
it.
on.
That false start was a regular false start that
and
we
then
see every
Zay
play.
Zay Jones held the shit out of him on the final go ahead score to what Etienne on that.
Bro, that
Yes.
happens all the time.
Held
I'm
the
not going
shit
there.
out of him.
First of all, he wasn't
But that
getting
was big.
Etienne.
But that was big.
That was
That was the
Asante
edge.
Samuel who should have got Etienne.
That was the edge, though.
That was Asante Samuel who should have got
The
Etienne.
same call that I saw last night with the guy having a hand around the neck is exactly what happened to Bosa.
Hey, he was in the
Yeah.
scrum.
So come on.
Calls are missed.
The calls are missed
missed.
all the time. B, you got up 27 points. That's on you. Can't
Fact.
blame it on 1 or 2 calls.
Hold the lead. Oh my.
The Chargers are going to charge
That was
us.
a big third
And at
down.
the end of the day, people need to realize this. Justin Herbert is no more than Phillip Rivers at the end of the day.
Damn.
Super talented, but never going to win. He's
That's
a,
crazy,
Wayne.
bro.
he's
Wayne.
nothing but Phillip
Wayne.
Rivers.
Herbert or Lamar Jackson?
Trevor Lawrence over both.
No, that's not what happened. Herbert or Lamar Jackson.
Herbert or Lamar Jackson?
Because I think after this weekend, that whole little debate.
I ain't going to lie, they're the
it's
same.
over. Nah, it's not. They're not the same.
They're the same. They're the same. So y'all say y'all not blaming Herbert, so looks like he played better than Lamar did in his first playoff game.
Maybe.
Ain't no maybe.
Guess Lamar got postseason dubs.
Hey, just as many as Trevor Lawrence do in year 2, baby. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the next game, man. So the next game, we have. Oh, question. So should the Chargers part ways with Staley?
Yeah, I mean, he was already on kind of the hot seat. If they weren't going to make playoffs, I think they should get rid of him because there's no reason you should be blowing a 27-point lead. No reason.
Happens all the
Going
time,
into-
man.
No, it doesn't happen all the time.
Patrick
Going into-
Mahomes and crew blew a
Going into the
17-point
second,
lead.
I'm saying going into the second half of the football game,
It wasn't a 27-point lead. It was only 17.
still 3 scores.
Patrick Mahomes. That's the same type of lead that Patrick Mahomes and Andy Dalton blew last.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they even
don't
see
trust
that,
him.
like multiple times this season.
Multiple times.
I just don't trust Brandon Staley as a coach going forward. I didn't really like how he is so ballsy during games in the regular season to begin with. But I don't know. I think he fumbled the bag with his team because I will say if Mike Williams does play this game, it might be a totally different ball game.
No.
And the fact that you didn't sit him when you were already playoff bound that last week was big this game. So
I think that was definitely bad judgment on him. He stood with that though. He said, "Hey, I stood with let my guys play." But
He just
I
let
don't
them play
think-
too long.
Yeah, I don't think he should have. I don't think they should get rid of him. I think they should keep him. Honestly, I think they did have some injuries during the season that kind of mess with them a
I mean,
lot.
Slater going down was huge for
Yeah,
them.
so game they expected to win the playoffs and lose it. Yeah, that's huge, but I don't think they should move on from him. And on top of that, I don't think there's many good replacements for
I saw Sean
that
Payton.
team. We always say we don't know what Sean Payton's going to do, but I feel like Sean Payton is just playing around, toying, but we'll see.
Go Smooth, use them well.
I was gonna say I don't think they should part ways with him either, unless they plan on getting somebody better. I mean, they made a nice little run towards interceding to make it to the playoffs, and again, like I just think other than them blowing the lead, bro, like because in a way I be feeling like that's more so the players than anything, not necessarily coaching. But no, I mean I think he should be there for at least another year or so.
Darrell James was getting cooked by Evan Ingram. I agree. I don't think they should get rid of him either. I think they should get rid of the offensive coordinator because he has been bad all year. So get rid of the OC, keep Brandon Staley because that defense has definitely improved year by year while he's been there. Man, I don't get rid of him. And everybody talking about Sean Payton this, Sean Payton that. Sean Payton only won one Super Bowl with Drew Brees, and people could think Drew Brees is a top 10 quarterback all the time. So I think Sean Payton is an overrated coach. So I'm not a huge Sean Payton guy. People are like he's the next huge thing. No. And it's also, like I told y'all before, if you retire as a coach or step down because of health or need to get the family complications, you try to come back the next year, you should be forced to stay with that team for 2 years that you left. I hate when coaches do that. I know if the Chargers want to get him, they would have to trade it first. Every team that wants to get him has to trade it first. That is what the Saints are telling them. So, but either way, I think you keep him, and I think you just replace Joe Lombardi and get a different OC. Those are my thoughts. All right, man. Let's get to the next game, man. So we rocking with Brock Purdy and the 49ers win. Brock Purdy, I believe he had the most touchdowns for a rookie
in 300 yards.
Over 300 yards. So, DL, this is for you.
Why is this for me?
Brock Purdy get it done and lead the San Francisco 49ers to the Super Bowl?
I answered this question millions of times already, bro. I said he's going to get that one win in the playoffs because of who they're playing. But after this, bro, it's over. His run's coming to an end. And it's not even because, he's not good. I wouldn't even say he's not good. But, again, during his run, I don't think he was playing like too many teams that were giving him that much of a challenge. He has some competition, but all in all, I mean, I feel like they had already set the tone, the 49ers, that is coming in, like throughout the season anyway. So whenever Jimmy G did get hurt, all he had to do was step in and fill a role. He's been playing very well, I will say. But nobody expected the Seahawks to even be in the playoffs right now.
I did. Stop it. In the beginning of the season, no, but in the middle of the season, I expected the Seahawks to be here because how
now they gone.
Gino was playing.
They got beat on. This was one of the only games that wasn't close this weekend.
Yeah, it was close until the fourth.
It was close, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So who are the 49ers playing next round? Is
either Tampa Bay or Dallas.
So either way, I think the 49ers could beat both of those teams. So you don't think so, DL?
Yeah. Nah, bro. I thought they played the Eagles next.
He going to the NFC Championship game.
The Eagles, the Giants, the Giants beating the Vikings locked the Giants playing Eagles.
Yeah. So the Giants. So
this narrative might have to keep on going for another week. Until they play like the Eagles or somebody, which unfortunately might.
So that would be.
So you don't trust the Cowboys?
I don't even trust the Cowboys to win tonight, bro.
I don't think the Cowboys can beat the 49ers.
Yeah,
I don't think they're winning tonight either.
I have them winning tonight.
They
I do have the
fucking
Cowboys
win tonight.
But again, this is not just on Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy he's a good player. But like I said, when Jimmy G come back, he will definitely he will fall into that backup spot. You know what I'm saying? For whenever
Wait, hold
Jimmy
on,
G
hold
does
on,
retire.
hold on.
Trey Lance is gone.
Nah, yeah. Hold on, you tripping?
Hold up. You saying? Wait.
Hold on.
Yeah, are you saying right now that they're gonna keep Jimmy G and Trey Lance?
I would think so. I would think that would be the better option because
You got the right idea, wrong scenario, but
you don't. I mean, you're not going to trade Jimmy G because of he's coming off injury, bro. So I don't think his value is going to be that higher than what Trey Lance is.
This is last year's contract, right? So it doesn't.
yeah, he's the free agent.
Is it? So you don't think they re-signed Jimmy G?
No.
Because he has been doing what Brock Purdy has been doing for the longest anyway.
No.
Trey Lance is the one who hasn't shown you anything.
Jimmy G is the safe bet, and you're risking it if you go with Trey. That's how I see it.
Exactly. So I think they keep Jimmy G, trade Trey Lance, and it's going to be a Mac Jones, Cam Newton situation in San Francisco this offseason.
Y'all seen what the very wise Nate Burleson said this morning?
He on Good Morning America. I don't listen now.
Whatever. Very wise. Because I said this.
That's why he wise, just because he said that.
If Brock Purdy takes his team to the Super Bowl, he is going to be the starting quarterback of the 49ers, especially if he wins it. And Trey Lance is going to be traded.
I agree with that, bro. I think he would that would be his team. If he goes to the Super Bowl, that will be his team, bro.
He's not going to the Super Bowl, bro.
I said if.
And the reason why you don't bring back Jimmy G, just saying, in comparison with Brock, and why you have to put Brock instead of Jimmy and then have Trey be the backup, anything, Jimmy's going to want money. Because Jimmy is greedy at the end of the day. He wants a decent contract. He's not going to take a vet minimum to stay with the 49ers.
And Jimmy is nice. Like, he's nice.
He's
nice.
nice.
I'm not going to say he's great. He's nice. He's nice enough to play somewhere.
He's above average.
He can go somewhere else and get a job.
Yeah.
Which I think will happen. Yeah.
You probably can. So
They're going to have
I'm
one
rocking with
quarterback
Brock
if they keep
for the
Trey.
future.
I think Brock goes to the Super Bowl with them. That's his team, bro. The team is rocking with him. The team loves him. Like,
what else are they supposed to do? What are we talking about right now?
Francisco loves
He's
him.
their only quarterback.
Yeah, literally, he's the third string quarterback. You didn't think they was rocking with Skyler yesterday? They were rocking with Skyler. They were rocking with Duck Hodges. That doesn't mean he needed to be the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. What are we talking about?
No, but no. This is the difference is he's winning, and we're
winning.
talking about
No.
winning.
No, the difference is he has George Kittle, the best defense in the league, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and Debo Samuel. That is the difference.
Why
You're not
would you
letting
want
me
to
finish.
keep him?
That is the
winning.
difference.
No, check me out. He is winning, and he's
49ers
playing well. And I'm talking about winning so much that you take your team to the championship. And I'm not saying if he goes to the championship and he gets blown out, that's his
He's a slightly better version of Trent Dilfer. Like, we gotta relax, bro.
You're
If he
wild.
goes to the championship and makes it a game,
Hold on.
Jimmy G did the same thing, and a year later they drafted his predecessor.
Wait.
What are we talking about?
No,
Jimmy G was one missed throw away from
stop
beating Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and the next year they traded up to draft Trey Lance.
You made
yes,
this man.
but you also have to
Joey.
understand Jimmy G is not the same
No.
type of player
Wayne,
that Brock is.
What is Brock doing?
Wayne.
He's throwing to wide open people.
He runs more than Jimmy. He runs more than
He's,
Jimmy.
you know what's
He also
crazy?
had that-
Majority of
he
the
also had
time when he was doing that little extra shit in the backfield and doing the spin around shit, all he had to do was step up in the pocket.
I'm dead.
All he had to do was
He
step
said
up in the
he's
pocket and
more
get the throw.
mobile. He adds more to his game.
'Cause
by
the-
being
All right,
mobile.
so why wouldn't you get a more mobile quarterback with a stronger arm?
You would know Trent Dilfer.
Well, I
shit
mean,
the
you
bed
do
that
have Trey
fucking
Lance.
playoff run,
Trey
and it
Lance
was
has
the
been hurt.
defense.
That's what I'm saying. He hasn't
Wayne
played
just
yet,
likes
so we
saying
don't know
people's
his
names.
He just puts out names. It doesn't know any context.
Did I say Trent Dilfer or I say better version of Trent Dilfer?
You
That's
know
what I
what
said.
Trent Dilfer
That's what I
did?
said.
No, do you know what Trent Dilfer did in the postseason? when
That's
they-
why I say better version. What are we arguing about?
100
What
yards.
are we arguing
That's
about?
like 200
Where we arguing about? Where
Trent
are you?
Difford, Joe Flacco, same person.
See,
Oh my God.
the only thing,
Oh my
Joey,
God.
Why was he on your Mount Rushmore then, Joe?
What? Trent
Joey.
Difford?
Yeah.
Somebody.
He got a Super Bowl.
the only thing I don't like, because like you said, bro, winning is a quarterback stat. So of course he's gonna get that praise because he's winning and he's being efficient. I can appreciate him playing well, bro. But again,
Yeah, he's not being.
Justin Herbert plays well.
DL.
Well enough because
This
he
man
didn't
Trent
DL.
Dilfer threw 971 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions in
DL.
6 playoff games. That
DL.
is shit.
DL.
That is shit.
DL. I could have caught the passes that Brock Purdy is throwing because of how open Kyle Shanahan is scheming everybody.
Well, he played-
Everybody is
90 yards,
open.
3 touchdowns thrown.
Every catch, every catch is yak. Every catch is a yak. Every catch.
So bad that the 49ers have played. That
Every catch is a yak.
Or maybe
Every
he's making
catch.
Or maybe
2
he's
yards.
making the right throws. He's making the right throws.
It's
doing
two,
the right
bro. Joey, I watched 4 plays on Saturday. 4 plays where only 2 people went out for routes, and they were wide ass open.
You understand?
Every time.
If Ayuk,
Because he's
if
a magician,
Ayuk came
bro.
down with that catch and kept his feet in, that might have been one of the greatest postseason throws from a rookie we've seen, even an undrafted rookie. Everybody agrees that they made that reception. That was because he rolled out to the left and just made a ridiculous throw. Brock Purdy is that.
It wasn't
He is
fucking
that.
ridiculous. All he did was throw it to the sideline where the receiver could
that.
catch it.
He's
It
that.
wasn't ridiculous.
He's that.
What was ridiculous
I'm
about
he's the
that?
guy.
saying all that. But
He is
I'm
the
saying
guy.
This guy, Brock Purdy. If he
Listen,
takes his team to the
It's not going to be
championship,
because of Brock.
it's
And I'm
it's
a Brock
question
guy.
to
I
say-
think Brock's going to do
it's a-
because he's not going to
Brock
mess.
guy.
Brock's not going to mess it up. That's all. He's not going to mess it up.
Brock is
But-
going to win him. Brock is going to win them a game in this playoffs. He's going to go in this. He's going to win them. He's not going. I'm not saying he's not going to mess it up. He's going to win the game, and you're going to be like, "Yo, Brock won them that game." And I promise you, I can
The
see
Niners
that.
did the craziest shit I ever seen on Saturday.
Rushing touchdowns.
They had Deebo Samuel at running back and put Christian McCaffrey at the X. It was like,
Yeah.
yo, let's run an RPO.
I'm not giving this game to Brock Purdy, bro. All his top receivers damn near average 20 yards a catch.
Bro, wide ass open, DL. They wide open.
He's throwing them
That's
open,
crazy,
man. He's
bro.
just-
He's not throwing them.
hitting his
I could have thrown those passes.
Bro,
I could have thrown them passes.
he's
No, no.
making
I could have
the
thrown
right
those
call.
passes.
He had
Stop it.
4 receivers that had 20 plus yards average. Well,
DL, me, you, Joey, Chubbs, we could have threw those passes. That's how open they was.
Brandon Ayuk had 3 catches for 73 yards, bro. That is,
Open.
That is
What you
crazy.
mean?
6 for
Tyreek
one,
does it
6 for
sometimes.
133, bro.
Tyreek does it. I mean, they make big plays. Big
Thank
plays. What's wrong with being a big
None of them
play?
are fast like Tyreek. So what are we talking about, bro?
So you can still have a big play and not be at
Yes, because of what Kyle Shanahan is scheming up. They're butt ass open.
and he's
Again,
great
Brock
for
Purdy,
the system. So
he
why would
yes.
you not keep
He
him?
fits in that system. I can appreciate that.
Another thing.
So why not keep him? It's working.
Because you can do the same thing with Trey Lance, but better.
Let's stop.
You can do. They
Let's
had
stop
Drew
this.
Bledsoe, but they kept Tom
Let's stop
Brady.
this.
So what? Drew Bledsoe just got hurt. So why? And Drew Bledsoe was playing well before he got hurt. So what's the difference? He's coming in this game. He's winning and he's balling. So why
He's doing
not
what
keep
he's
him? If
supposed
the
to
Because
do.
Bill Belichick is just a madman.
My thing is,
Shanahan is a
if we're
madman.
talking
No,
about
he's not.
future,
He's a madman that blew 38 to
guys,
3. That's what he
guys.
is.
if we're talking about future and like long picture, Trey Lance is getting paid top three pick salary. If you can get this type of winning out of Purdy and potentially get him to take you to a Super Bowl with his play, and you have these guys that potentially down the road need to get paid, why would you not take it like
Who need to get
Tom-
paid? Debo
Eventually.
paid,
I'm talking eventually.
Christian paid,
I'm
Kittle
talking about
paid,
the next
Trent Williams
contract.
paid. That's 4
I'm
years
saying
from
you're-
now.
You're never going to have to really pay for top money for a quarterback because he's never going to get that. But he's going to win you games. What I'm saying,
You think if Brock won the Super Bowl, you think Brock ain't gonna want to get paid?
he's not going to get paid. He's never going to get paid top 10 money.
Why? The way y'all talking about Brock, he should be getting paid
He
top
won't.
10 money.
At least not the next one.
You telling them to choose him over a top 3 pick that has potential to
Yes.
be
He
like
does have potential.
like a Josh Allen, and you telling me that Brock ain't gonna be paid because he better than him?
He does have potential. But hey, look, man. When we look at
He
these
would never get
quarterbacks,
$40 million a year.
Salary cap going up. He might.
I like to look at numbers, man, because when you look at these quarterbacks and these other drafts that came in, and the people that came in, I'm saying like 15 to 20% of them turn out to what they supposed to be. And Trey Lance coming from a D1 AA school.
Yep.
D1 AA school. I see the chances of him panning out to be as great as Josh Allen is still is a little bit lower. So if I'm got something that's working, and if he takes them to the championship, and I'm like, bro, this is your first year playing, I can make this work. So why not stay with him?
This Trey Lance team, bro. Y'all get Brock Purdy y'all getting. He's a Kyle Shanahan merchant. That's all he is. You guys are getting a trick.
He the next TB12. Okay. Come on.
You guys, my! Say it again.
Yeah, I already said he's might be the next Tom Brady. Yeah, next Tom Brady.
That is so disgusting.
You never knew. Instead of the 6th round pick, better story. He's the last pick.
That's crazy. Let's get to the next topic, man. So the Dolphins lose to the Buffalo Bills and the Bills advance. And if you ask me personally, Josh Allen played terrible. Me personally. But the Dolphins found a way to dolphin it up. The way the Chargers charge, the Dolphins. Joe, I know you didn't really get to watch the game because you was traveling. But
yeah. I watched highlights and stuff. I watched it and just watching other things and the key moments in the game. I don't got nothing much to say, man. Like, I didn't expect us to win that game. I was actually surprised we played that well. Defense. I wish our defense was playing like that in the last month, right? Because if we played like that last month, we're not playing the Bills in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs. We're not fighting to do anything, all this stuff. We're in a better position. We're probably playing, probably play Jaguars. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know, but probably gonna get still the 2nd seed. But that being said, Skyler did exactly what I expected him to do: turn the ball over, but also keep us in the game in certain moments. Defense played amazing, but the Bills, I think they just got to get their stuff together. I think it was just a bad week for them. Xavier Howard, huge disappointment this season.
Getting cooked.
He played terrible, but also that's why I think we should move on from Josh Boyer, our defensive coordinator. I feel like he hasn't put our corners, not saying safeties, our corners in the best position to thrive. And with the injuries that we have, I didn't see any changes to help them out. So it was very hard. So I understand both, right? So it was a lot of situations they just kind of left Howard on an island, like, yo, you're that guy, get it done.
Yeah, you guys play way too much cover zero. Way too much cover zero.
It's ridiculous, and especially with the injuries we have, and like, yo, sometimes we gotta just dial it down, bro. Like, just we don't got the guys to do it. But I can't say that also because when they were running those plays, one of the key plays was Eric Rowe getting that fumble on Josh Allen and then taking that to the crib. So like, I'm like, damn, it worked in that moment, but
it works at times.
Yeah.
Not every time.
Right, exactly. We're pretty much in it like 85% of the games. Like 90, yeah, close to 90. So it's like, it is what it is. I think next year they said they're bringing Tua back. I'm with it. Hopefully he just stay healthy. If they move on from him, I'm not mad about that either. But he's coming back. Mike McDaniel, a lot of people talking about firing Mike McDaniel. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. I think he made some rookie mistakes.
He's learning. Yeah.
Made some rookie mistakes, but to have to give that, to do that, to have that type of game against the Bills was a statement. And I think, especially with a third string quarterback, and I think that was good for him. But next fucking year, I feel like we're not going to suck next year. So
heard it all before.
I will say, from watching this game, and this goes for both sides of the both teams, this game could have been totally different, both sides of the ball, if some receivers just made certain catches. Like, Stephon Diggs got behind Xavier Howard like 2 or 3 times deep deep passes and couldn't connect with Allen. Then Gabe Davis started doing it, and Shakir started doing it. Some were big drops. Shakir had that big drop, but I thought it was a catch. Waddle, I don't know what Jalen Waddle first catch till the second half.
I feel like he has to jump for every fucking ball.
Right. But I will say that one in the first half where he got behind Tre'Davious White, he ran by him, beat him. The ball was just not led enough. It was a little hung up in the air. Right. But a lot of big plays could have happened both sides of the ball that either the Bills would have won by more or the Dolphins could have won the game because of a couple more touchdowns or field goals.
Right.
So the big part of the game were drops in my eyes.
I will say our division is going to be very competitive. I think that's just gonna be crazy. Just dealing with it.
The Jets, you can't sleep on the Jets either. I think they're gonna make some moves this offseason. But yeah, I mean, big thing I saw besides, question. I don't know. How did y'all I missed this part because I had to go to the store. But I don't know. How did Mike McDaniel and y'all end up with no timeouts in that situation?
Because he is pissing down his leg and taking forever to get the play calls in all game long. Did
you hear why they say why that was happening?
Yeah, no, I put it in the chat.
Then that was about the last
I'm
play.
talking about that last moment.
Oh, but all game long they took forever.
If you had a timeout.
That's when I knew the Dolphins was going to lose. I'm like, they're about to do a 2-minute drill with no timeouts. I'm like, bro, y'all keep calling timeouts because Mike McDaniel and whoever offense, he calls the offense, right? Yeah. Well, whoever they are taking forever to call plays.
Video footage came out that he uses a vape on the sideline.
He be high.
Yeah. He was stressed.
He be vaping on the sideline.
Hey, but I do say this.
Did you see his after the game interview too? Like he was just like, I don't know if he
definitely smokes.
I know he be zooked. I know.
He didn't know what down it was.
But Joey, after what you saw this last game with Skyler and Gesicki, and what you saw with Gesicki, do you guys bring back Gesicki?
We are bringing back Gesicki. I don't think we're getting rid of him. We're bringing him back. So there was talks about moving on from him, but I don't think we will. I don't think there's a good replacement for him right now. We don't have draft capital to even do anything. So for us to come back next year, because Smythe ain't it, and the other guy that we got,
Hunter Long, he's a rookie.
Yeah, Hunter Long. He ain't. They're blocked. The Hunter Long.
They're blocking guys.
He's a blocking guy. So they're not our receivers. So we need a tight end. Gesicki, and it's crazy because Gesicki had.
So he got better at blocking throughout the year.
You have draft picks this year?
We lost our first, but we have the second.
Imagine if you could have got that first round pick and got that buddy from Georgia. That tight end.
I don't think he entered. I don't think
he did. He's in the mock drafts. Yeah, he's in the mock drafts.
Not Brock Bowers, the other one.
Darnell Washington.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bowers better than him though.
I'm not happy we're keeping Gesicki. I'm gonna be honest. I love Gesicki on our team, but I'm not happy because they don't utilize him the best way they can, and I just think his career is wasted. And I like him as a tight end. I think he could be great somewhere, but they're just not using him the right way. So I think they should move on from him, but I don't think that's happening. I think they should move on from a lot of people, but that shit can happen. But
I honestly, I don't think the Bills deserve to win this game at all.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Josh Allen was being Josh Allen, but I think the Dolphins kind of played a little bit more with purpose. Obviously, because they, both teams had something to lose, but it's a win-go-home game. But the Dolphins definitely played harder than what the Bills did. I think they was kind of just going through the motions, and Josh Allen was just at 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's pretty bad. So I mean, I want.
Hey, but the one thing I can say, he scored when he was supposed to.
Yeah. But at the same time, the defense also didn't get stops, bro. Defense didn't get stops.
Our defense?
No, the Bills defense.
Oh yeah.
Bills defense was not getting stops.
Dolphins only scored 2 offensive touchdowns.
Yeah, I know. I know. Our defense is going crazy.
The defense was
They
going
did?
crazy for the
Our
Dolphins.
defense is
I know
going crazy.
y'all had one defensive touchdown, right?
No, we only had one defensive touchdown win.
Where
We
your
were
points come
definitely
from?
scoring though.
Field
Yeah,
goals.
they were scoring.
Field
We
goals.
were scoring field goals and we just
Saunders
scored
was
touchdowns.
out having the game of his life.
Yeah, they got 9 points on field goals, and then they got two touchdowns on offense and one defensive touchdown. But the defense kept giving them short fields to get in the field goal range.
Yeah. So our offense really wasn't doing much, bro. It was really our defense keeping us in the game. So like that's what I said. That's what I expected that from Skyler. Like,
Listen, man,
It was 18 for
I learned
45.
two things from this game. First thing I learned, the Bills aren't as good as people think they were, and I also learned that because I knew once Von Miller got hurt, that team wouldn't be the same, and the injuries definitely gonna come back and bite them when they play Cincinnati next week, I believe, and then if they do advance, play the Chiefs. Josh Allen is nothing more than Brett Favre with a bigger arm. That's all Josh Allen is. He's a turnover machine. He has 30 turnovers on the year. That's Daniel Jones-esque. But this isn't new. He does it every single year. So I just brought that out when people try to compare him to Mahomes. Those comparisons need to stop. They need to shut them down and throw it in the trash.
you have to compare them. They're like the top two quarterbacks in the league right now.
Compare him and Burrell. There's one guy, and then it's other two. All
No,
right?
that's not fair. That's not fair.
It's
Because we
just-
were comparing Brady and Peyton all the time.
Because
But we
Peyton
always
was
knew we won.
Peyton was in the class.
So you're telling me Josh Allen is
He's not in the Patrick Mahomes class.
So Patrick Milhomme is in a class by himself.
Yes.
No one's with him right now.
No one.
That's crazy because Josh Allen beat him this year.
That's a team game. You're right.
So, all right. That's crazy to say, bro. That's crazy to
Josh
say.
Allen is literally just Brett Favre. That's all he is. He's a turnover merchant. He's a Stephon Diggs merchant too. That's what he is.
I don't like that though, Wayne, because like I get it. He turns the ball over, but that's just because he plays aggressively, bro. Like he just plays aggressively. The fumble that they recovered, bro, he just got bombarded, bro. Like, what did you want him to do with that one?
But that's not the only fumble. He had 3 other fumbles. He had 2 other fumbles in the game.
He's also because he's a rusher of the ball. He rushes the ball.
No, those are those are in the pocket, baby. Those are in the pocket.
You also got to play in the factor. Well, and I understand that deal, but at the same time, you have to play.
Running backs fumble all the time, bro.
No, they don't, bro. No, they don't.
Like, if you're gonna run the ball, like this ain't because a lot of people say Lamar's one of the best best quarterback. You know, run the ball. Lamar, we don't see Lamar fumble. Like Lamar don't fumble like that.
That's because he gets down right before the guys
Exactly.
come.
So
Yeah.
so that's also
not-
a decision.
But
making.
Josh Allen.
But
I
now
just think
let's go back to a bigger runner like Big Ben. When Big Ben was running like that, we didn't see Big Ben fumble like that.
We didn't see
Big
Cam
Ben was
fumble like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Derrick Henry fumble all the time.
But that's also a thing he has to figure out and get better with, bro. So like, yes,
Yeah.
that is a bad thing.
Yeah. I
Bad
agree.
trait.
I'm not, he turns the ball over, but I just feel like it's because he's just aggressive, bro. Like it's just like an aggressive play style.
You got
That's
to
all.
turn it down, bro. You got to turn it down.
Josh
Turn it
Allen
down.
be Josh Allen, and that's all. That's how I describe it. That's just how he play for real.
He played like Brett Favre.
But it's winning. He's winning games though. That's the thing. He's winning games.
By default.
That
He
play
is.
style win. That is by default. That is never by default. The boys is winning. So
He is. He's winning.
But he's a
I think he
detriment to his
definitely will.
teams. It's gonna show next week. He better protect that ball.
Every game Josh Allen has lost. All right, I'm not gonna say because that Kansas City Bills game when they were just pretty much going down and just scoring on each other. But I said most of the games that I've seen him lose was because of his turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
I would say most.
He's also won games with a lot of turnovers too. So
Because the defense
He
was bailing
did.
him out.
He did. But regardless, so he's turnover king, bro. He's turnover king.
I mean, I do think it's gonna be a different story this weekend. This weekend coming up, playing the Bengals.
I think it was a bad week for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Bengals, let's get to it, man. So the Bengals play the Baltimore Ravens and narrowly escape out of Cincinnati. Chubbs, let's get your thoughts on the game first. You were very talkative in the group chat last night.
Well, I want to start off by saying I think the Ravens
I chose to leave that one
lost
alone.
the game more than the Bengals won the game. Reason I'll say that, second half, Ravens dominated them the second half. If you go back and look at time of possession and yardage, all the Bengals yardage really came from first half and the opening third quarter series that they had. Other than that, the Ravens defense was playing very, very well. And the offense was moving the ball on the ground. I want to get into what I fucking can't stand. I've been saying it time and time again in this podcast the last 7-8 weeks. Fire Greg Roman! Greg Roman lost the Ravens this football game. If you go back and look at the drives, I think one of the 2 punts they had in the second half was that 5-play series we went for 25 yards. On 3rd and 1, we put Mark Andrews in the backfield to run an inside dive when we have J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, who are getting more than 1 yard each time they touch the football. Now going into the big play that really happened, which really hurt us. And I'll say, Bengals scored 14 points off of turnovers. Joe Burrow only scored 1 touchdown the whole goddamn game passing. So the Ravens did their job for the most part in hemming in Joe Burrow.
You guys have played the Bengals the best out of any team.
That's what I'm saying. Joe Burrow, the last 3 times he's played us, has 3 touchdowns. So he's throwing a touchdown every game. He hasn't thrown like 3 to 4 like he's doing against other people. Now, big time in the game. The big play that happened. We all know. It's all over. The 98-yard fumble recovery. Before that, let's go 2-3 plays before that play even happened. We made a big play, I think with JK. Was it JK or was it with Tyler Huntley? Big run. He got down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. Run the football, because that's what got the Ravens down there to begin with. We run a play action pass with Patrick Ricard.
I disagree with you on this one.
I do too.
Which is a 300-pound fullback.
I think we all do.
Great. You guys are going to disagree because no one's going to expect it. Yeah, no one's going to expect the fullback 300-pound to get the ball. The problem is, last 7 weeks we watched trying to get the ball to Pat Ricard. It hasn't fucking worked at all. But we continue.
On that though, do you think? I just thought it was a bad throw, and all game, Tyler Huntley's mechanics were kind of off to me.
He was getting hit by that corner.
Who?
Ricard. He would have got a yard, but he was getting hit. He wasn't getting.
You think that corner gonna bring him down before he
wasn't looking?
Yard or so?
DL, DL and Joey, if you see a running back or a fullback that's 240, maybe 300 pounds, right, catching a screen pass or whatever play action pass, not looking at you, and you're coming full speed to hit him, you're gonna catch him off guard. He's gonna get down. Come on.
You gotta give him a chance, though. Still gotta give him
not guaranteed.
You gotta give him an opportunity, but I feel you. Y'all on the 3-yard line. Y'all on the 3-yard line.
So, and also, we got J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. J.K. has been averaging 7 yards since coming back. A carry. His averages is 7 yards. 10 plays that were within the 5-yard line. This game, he got 0 carries. The one time he touched the ball within the 5-yard line was a play action pass. He scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think he had a red zone touch the whole second half.
Right. That's my problem, which goes to, I think the Ravens lost this game more than the Bengals beat us. Ravens came with a solid game plan, but it came down to very, very poor play calling.
Are you blaming Greg Roman for Huntley trying to stretch out?
This is my question, Chris, because like I said, I didn't really comment too much because I can feel you, but shift gears a little bit. If Lamar played as close of a game as it was,
we probably win.
But why though? With the same play calling, is it because of execution? What is it because of? Because this
Lamar is a better player than Tyler Huntley. Yes.
So you would say 100%. It was more so execution, right?
Bro, but I hate that word. I've been hearing execution for 7 weeks.
Because like you said, I think
I've been hearing execution for 7 weeks.
Leading up to the fumble, that drive was great. But
why do we have a 3 tight end set when we need to get down the field and score points?
That's how y'all score. Y'all been playing like this
But
all
that's the
season.
offensive
been playing like
coordinator,
that,
is what I'm saying. It's not.
Because y'all
Tyler Huntley is not going out there
Stop.
saying,
All
"Hey,
right, hold on,
Tyler
man.
Huntley's
Let's
not going out there saying,
let's
give me
put
three
time on
tight
this.
ends, coach.
Spend time
Give
on
me
this,
three
right?
tight
Because
ends.
I already know what Dio's saying.
Give me
Let's
three
put time
tight
on
ends.
this, man. Because
We're not doing that.
listen, I've been saying this all season. All season, I've been saying the Ravens cannot finish. Coming into this game, I did not expect them to win. But when I was watching that last drive, that last drive, they were not supposed to get that close. All penalties. That's how they got very close. They only had 19 yards that they gained. So when they got to that position, I already knew they were going to fold. And this is how I feel. You have 1:30 left. You have 2 timeouts. The clock is running.
That was on John Harbaugh.
That
part was on John Harbaugh.
You have a quarterback that has not been throwing the ball very well. You also
made some good passes this game.
Wait, hold on. You also have 2 good running backs, and you're in a good position. You are already past the 50-yard line. I say take your time. Right? But that's just me. I'm not an NFL coach. I'm not gonna say anything. But so what also I'm gonna say is I think you should be in positions to win game. With Lamar Jackson being on your field throughout the season, Greg Roman play calling, everybody was like, "Oh, it sucks," but you guys were winning games. You guys are literally a game away from winning your division. So I don't. And again, if Lamar was in the game, I don't think Lamar
was Greg Roman the coordinator that Lamar's MVP year.
Yeah. But I'm glad you said that.
I'm gonna go back.
I'm glad you said that, Wayne.
Let's go back to that
alley-oop.
Let's go back to that drive.
It's gonna happen.
Let's go back to that drive. That drive, you guys had so many opportunities to win that game. Huntley had a wide open Mark Andrews in the middle of the field. Wrong read, made the wrong throw, and it was a bad throw. Then he had Mark Andrews coming. He had Mark Andrews on that post route. So triple coverage. Threw the ball anyways, almost an interception. And then he had Mark Andrews again coming back. I know Mark Andrews on the sideline, but hey, if it's Lamar Jackson, he might make that throw. You guys probably can win that game if you do have Lamar Jackson. But I don't think it's Greg Roman's fault. For you to put all that on Greg Roman is crazy because when you look at that run play, he called that run play. But if you see, that guy had one defender to beat.
The reason why
once he bounced it out.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
The reason why you just
I'm not gonna
contradicted
say that
yourself.
Play was a good call,
Wait, Joey.
But
you just contradicted yourself. So you're saying it's not only offensive coordinator, but
I'm not saying it's not only.
You just stated a bunch of passing plays when the best thing going for the Ravens all game was the running game.
Yes, but you have 1:30 left. You still have to come up with a good passing play to get down the field and score. You have to score. You're not kicking a field goal. You're not going to run the ball with 1:30.
And another thing,
take your time, call a timeout with a guy that's in this position to win a big game.
But
that's
again,
what I was saying.
We've been saying the last 6 to 7 weeks, what I've been reiterating, Greg Roman, I put in the chat, these wide receiver trees schemes that they're doing, they're running 3 people in the same area, and you're trying to get Greg Roman to draw something up in crunch time for the playoffs.
Bro,
You're wishing for a lot, is what I'm saying.
He drew something up. Mark Andrews was open wide. If Mark Andrews get that ball, you guys are probably literally in the red zone. You guys got in the red zone and had a holding call and pushed you back. That's execution. You guys are not playing. You guys fold in big moments.
You guys are not clutch. You guys are not clutch. I ain't gonna lie though. The only thing
it's 60-40, bro. It's 60 Greg Roman and it's 40% execution. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not saying it's not.
I just think
I didn't say it's. I don't want to say it's fully Greg Roman's fault. But when you have Greg Roman playing with Lamar Jackson, you don't, and you have Lamar Jackson, you don't win all those games because he sucks. Just because Lamar Jackson's so great, he also has some type of ability to win you games, calling plays. He just didn't have the personnel.
Yeah, I just feel like Tyler Huntley didn't look comfortable all day. Like he was stumbling in the pocket, even on his runs in which he was open, he was tripping over his feet, like was making wrong reads. I was like, damn, like but y'all still in the game, bro. Y'all still in a position to win, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm going 70% Greg Roman, 30% execution, Because running a stretch play in the middle of a 2-minute drill with less than a minute left is fucking wild. The play before that, coming out in double tight twins is fucking wild. And a 2-minute drill, bro.
When he ran that stretch play, I was like, bro, get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. That's all I was saying. Bro, get out of bounds. What is he doing? Like, that was a waste of a play.
Justice Hill had to use all of his 4.3 speed to get out of bounds.
To get out of bounds. Like, bro, what is he? Yeah, but why JK didn't have a carry in the red zone?
It's criminal.
I don't know. That makes
criminal.
No sense.
But also, Huntley shouldn't be trying to stretch the ball out like that, bro.
Yeah.
He saw Trevor Lawrence do it, and he was like, I can do it too.
And last thing, and two last things. Wayne, you mentioned the MVP season. What did Steve Smith say about Greg Roman his first 2 years with a organization and what happens after 2 years?
You said the quote.
Yes, he says first 2 years, great stats, team looks amazing, but then you still see inefficiencies in the red zone, third down percentage.
Well, that inefficiency with y'all scoring, with them scoring off of that fumble, I can't fully blame Greg Rogan. I think that's 90% Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, they did say that.
80%. Because also you shouldn't be running a fucking QB sneak on a fucking 1.5 yard line as well. I will say that. That's a stupid play call.
Yeah, I really lost because of James Prochet, bro.
No, shut up. I'm not blaming it. Last thing, and this proves it. You just saw the Ravens give the Bengals a game. We all talk about how the Ravens are inefficient and hard time scoring the football, and yet it was such a close game. The Bengals are a good team, but they're not this powerhouse that we.
They're going to beat the Bills next week, Chubbs.
Let's be real.
They're not a powerhouse.
Have a top 10 defense, probably 5 right now. So the Bengals going versus y'all defense, that's a tough situation.
Y'all are the only defense that's been able to contain them.
I'm talking about. We try to sit here and say that the Bengals had a really solid, good defense. When I try to tell you that their defense, you guys that are talk highly of, are not as good as you. They're average.
Their defense was.
They were getting the ball run all over them last night.
Chubbs, you're right. They were getting the ball run all over them. But look at the people that they have left to play. They like to throw the ball, and I think they're going to be fine.
The Bills' receiving core is going to show up for Josh Allen.
But they like to throw the ball, and they're going to be fine. I think
James Cook's going to have a huge game.
I think the Bengals.
So y'all only scored 17 points.
But that's my point.
What do you mean?
They should have blown us out. Like everybody was saying, they were going to blow us out.
But y'all have a top.
That's not my point. Bro. They said this team is primed for another Super Bowl.
But you're talking shit about their defense, and y'all only scored 17 points.
I'm talking shit about their defense, but we had 360 yards net yards. Wayne,
you're rushing, correct? You guys were rushing, but you guys also
360.
You guys also have a good rushing,
and we have a hard time. We have a hard time scoring the points. Think about that.
You can run.
They run into a team that can actually score points.
But your team has done this all season. You guys run the ball. You guys know how to run the ball. You guys are really good at running the ball.
Yeah, only average 4 yards a carry.
The Bengals aren't that good. They're good.
How are they not that good?
They're not this like.
I can see if it was like 6 or 5. Like 35 carries for 155 yards. Like y'all ain't like blazed, like you know what I'm saying.
I think what Chris is saying, bro, like, the Ravens are not the Ravens from last year, bro. The thing that
they are exactly the Ravens from last year. That's
their defense is better.
Their defense is why they're good this year. So for them to be like have the yards that they had and be as efficient as they were against,
and they should have won the game.
But we're talking about. Well, listen, the Bengals' strength is their offense. Their weakness is their defense. We all know that. But their defense is still a above average defense. It's a good defense.
And going forward, they're now missing 3 of their starting offensive linemen. And you saw
matter. They went to a Super Bowl with a sorry offensive
line. You're saying that, but as soon as Jonah Williams went down last night, people started getting more pressure on Burrow.
But that's okay because the Bills' pass rush is not as good as.
But they're good enough to go against these backups to get to Burrow. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Bro, JPP and Houston are getting back their pressure, which
Skylar,
are not
that's
bad
cool.
players.
I think
They're not
man.
bad players. But
The
they're not in their
Bills
prime anymore.
defense is not as good as the Ravens defense. Kansas City defense
They still
is
got
not
Matt
as good
Milano and Gregory Rousseau.
Kansas
Hey, watch your mouth about Kansas City defense. Watch your mouth.
It's not as good.
Watch
as
your
the
mouth
Ravens
about Kansas
defense.
City defense.
Kansas City
Watch
defense
your
is not
mouth
as good as
about
the
that
Ravens
Kansas City
defense.
Chiefs defense.
Is it better than the Ravens? No,
It's
don't
on
think so.
par.
It's not the same. It's not.
Last
it's
6
not.
weeks of the season, it's on par.
Stop it. Stop. It's not the
I'm
same.
telling
No.
you, last 6 weeks of the
If
season
it was,
so far.
then they would be in the high rankings, just as close to the Ravens, but they're not. They're not. So I don't think the Bengals have a hard offensive path. Defensive, of course, their defense probably get torched.
Question.
We'll see. But their offensive
question.
path to play, I think they're going to play great. Joe Burrow is going to have a great playoff run.
And this last talking point I have on this is why I think that the Bengals aren't as good as going forward against teams.
Hey, Joe, watch your mouth about that Chiefs
Ravens.
defense, boy. Go look at the numbers again.
Stop. Are the Bills a better team than the Ravens overall?
The Bills?
Yes.
It's not about.
Is the Bills a
It's not
better
about
defense?
overall
Wayne.
teams. It's
Stop
about
Wayne.
matchups.
I'm asking.
It's about
It is about
matchups.
matchups.
I'm asking.
Is the Bills a better team than the Ravens? Yes.
Chiefs better team than the Ravens, right?
Every team left is a better team than you guys do. Next.
Facts.
And they
So,
just had a dogfight, and you guys are.
It's not about teams.
It is.
It's
the
about
Bills just had a
matchups.
dog fight too against the Dolphins that was playing their third string quarterback. What are you
This
talking
is
about?
a division game, bro.
It's hard to beat a team three
Both
times
games
in one
this
season.
is a
Like,
division
Yeah,
game.
like you act like they see
It's
each
going to
other
be
all the
closer.
time.
I mean, again, like it was, and I think, I don't know, Chris. I feel you, but the Bengals making another run. Is it coincidence or are they actually legit? That's
And
the
another
question.
another
That's
thing.
what
The Bengals
How
don't
are
win.
they not legit
Stop.
though?
The Bengals don't win the division if Lamar Jackson does not get hurt.
There's a lot of ifs, but all we're seeing is what happened. And them boys, they
Hey,
started
a lot
off slow, and
of
they come back
ifs,
and they won.
But
and they
Lamar
won
is
the
6
games
and
they won
2
the
versus
division.
the Bengals. A lot of ifs, but he's 6 and 2 against the Bengals.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wins to finish the season. The Bengals, and you saying is it legit? What the fuck are we talking about?
Who they play in
They
that
would have
time?
lost to
What are you
the. They
talking
would have
about?
lost to the Bills in the second.
no, it wasn't. They was gonna beat the Bills' ass. I promise you, they was gonna beat the
They were
Bills'
definitely
ass.
gonna beat the
They was gonna beat the Bills' ass if that Damar Hamlin shit had
They
happened.
beat the Chiefs in that run. So what are we talking about if they're real or not?
Yeah, they were the best.
That was a
They were
question
playing
I
the
was
best
asking.
football before the Damar Hamlin situation happened.
I think last year it was questionable, but this year, that's what I'm saying. They on another run, so I don't know if I can say that they're not legit. Like honestly,
Chubbs, I don't know if I agree with you on that. That they win the division if Lamar doesn't.
And I don't think. And
They
I think
were
if
ahead.
Lamar's
They
in
were
the game,
leading.
they still lose. I kind of feel that way. If Lamar's in the
Lamar
game, I
scores
feel like
that touchdown though.
they still. I don't think that. I
Man guarantee.
don't know. I think they still.
Lamar
lose.
jukes 3 people to get in the end zone on that play.
They probably run a QB power instead of QB sneak, so possibly.
Yeah.
But who's to say Joe Burrow doesn't go down there and score?
I think they still.
A lot of
lose.
one-ifs.
Like, it comes
Nah,
down to
Joe
it.
Burrow was getting mixed up that second half, so I don't know about that. He had a
The
bad
second half. He scored the touchdown for them to take the lead.
He scored
Not
the
to take the lead, to
touchdown
tie it
off.
up.
He scored a touchdown.
To take the lead. He did take the lead. Then you guys scored, and then
That was in the
And then the
beginning of the
fumble.
third quarter. That's what I said.
yeah, so
He
second
had
half.
that one
He scored.
drive,
Yeah.
and then after that, he didn't do shit.
After that, neither did your offense.
My offense was moving the ball, but dumbass play calls.
Can't finish.
Your offense moved the ball one
Yeah,
drive, and that
also
was it, bro.
fumble,
A couple
bro.
times. Look at I have the stat.
I was
right
looking
here.
at it. It was like 30 yards, 40 yards, and it was punts. It led to punts, and that's what it did. And then the last drive, y'all only gained 13 yards, and the rest was penalties. So you guys really wasn't doing anything in the second half either. So,
Nah, he getting cooked.
I'm getting cooked, but Cincinnati touchdown, punt. I'm getting cooked though.
I'm talking about the bank. I'm talking about.
I'm getting cooked. Okay.
I was talking about.
We talking about defense. You talking about Cincinnati offense.
Third quarter. First drive, 20 yards. Second drive, 81 yards. Third drive, 80 yards. Then the fourth quarter, we had 3 plays, didn't get nowhere. Punt, 2019. You're right. but second half.
That's what he said. He said you had 2 drives where you did something and the rest you didn't.
I'm getting cooked, but second half we still had the greater.
Literally, what he said happened.
Stop talking.
Why are you so? What he said happened.
My team getting cooked, but we had.
No, your point was getting cooked. You said you guys were driving on them all half. It sounds like in the fourth quarter, y'all didn't do shit. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a pretty much the Ravens season in a nutshell. Fourth quarter, you guys.
Hey man,
yeah,
it was a good game, man.
It was a good game. Better than expected.
Yeah. I can't believe y'all lost off a 98-yard fumble though. That really
by a D lineman.
Did he take it from his hand?
No, he caught it off of the.
Yeah, they punched that shit out because he tried to jump over.
And he was trying to plead his case. I was like, bro, break the plane.
But I want to say another reason why I'm not getting cooked. Third quarter, Bengals. Like I'm saying, second half was the Ravens' half. Time of possession. Bengals only drive that exceeded.
Chuz, we're talking about your offense. Stop
talking. Stop cutting me off when I'm talking.
Because you're talking about you're getting cooked.
Then the second series, 8 yards. Third series, 13 yards. Fourth series, -1. Come on now.
So both of y'all didn't do shit in the second half.
We won the second half. Like I said. Thank you. Next.
Like I said,
thank you.
You got cooked because you said you guys were dominating, and Joey said you guys only had 2 drives. He said no, we did not.
He said Ariana Grande, bro. Thank you, next.
He said they had 1 drive, which was the beginning of the quarter.
So you guys So you guys had 1 more drive than them. So you guys dominated. You said y'all had 2 drives. Y'all had 1 80-yard and 1 other 80-yard.
Wayne, shut the fuck up.
Read again. Read it again.
Listen.
He's not listening. Joey, am I lying? Did he only say 2 drives? Thank you.
Can I reiterate?
Yeah.
The Bengals now go to Ravens drives.
I heard. We just heard the Bengals. Read the Ravens. We just heard the Bengals. Read the Ravens.
So what was the second greatest yards the Bengals got?
You said they had 1.
If you remember, you don't remember
something.
So
it was like 13. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Right. So their second greatest is 13.
Oh, so I was listening. Thank you.
21. 21's greater than the second, right? Next one, 81. Next one, 80. 1 yard. Next one, 20.
How many of those
greater than the 13? Next
how many
one,
of those?
19.
What was the result? Talk about what was? Talk about. Joey, don't go.
They punted.
Chubbs. What? Chubbs. What was the result? Punt.
Just like the Bengals.
So there was no domination happening. Y'all both punted.
Time of possession.
Y'all both punted. How much time came off of those drives?
Oh my God. The Bengals had a total of 12.
They had a
12 minutes in the second half.
17-play drive for 10 minutes.
That means the Ravens had what? 30-something
10
time
minutes.
Possession?
That's about for 10 minutes, bro.
Come on now.
And what did that drive end up in? A field goal?
We had a touchdown.
For the other team.
That 17-play drive?
And the touchdown for the other team.
The 17-play drive that you're talking about, 75 yards, touchdown.
Touchdown, okay. And that was in the second half, correct?
No, you're talking about the first, but the second half was
that was the first half.
Yeah, the second half was a 5-play, 81 yards, which resulted in a touchdown.
5-play, 81.
What did the other 80-yard drive result in?
What was the next one? 80-yard drive?
You already know it was a fumble. It was the last play of the play. So why are we even bringing that up?
So you guys scored 1 touchdown and they scored 2.
They scored 1 offensively.
They put up 14 points and y'all put up 7.
Okay. If you're really sitting here trying to tell me the Ravens did not win the second half, next. Stop talking to me.
No, you win the second half by outscoring. That's how you win the second half.
At the end of the day, bro,
and killing them.
The
Ravens had 2 drives.
Hey, no, stop.
And then the other was nothing else.
Question, and then I'm done talking about the Ravens. Ravens should have won this game, yes or no?
Yes.
No.
100%, bro.
No.
That's how
you guys had a chance to win the game.
No, that's not asked.
They did.
Yes or no?
You know why the Ravens shouldn't win the game? Because they played terrible. They did not execute. That's why they shouldn't have won the game. They didn't execute.
Running and stretching 2-minute drill does not make me say you guys should have won the game.
We're talking about the last 1 minute 30. If they scored touchdowns, it's a different conversation.
You guys had 1 more better drive than them. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
They should. They scored that touchdown. The defense that's been balling.
And you're talking so bad about their defense. Their defense won them that game. Their defense won them that game.
Greg Roman won the Bengals
I really understand.
So back to what I was saying. You're getting cooked.
Because at the end of the day, Tyler Huntley should never be in that situation. Hand the ball off to JK or Gus. But I'm getting cooked.
But
That's
it
what I'm
didn't.
saying. 'Cause when you talk to them, you got to stop arguing stats, bro. Argue logic, bro. The same play that y'all should have won off of, y'all lost off
I
of.
talk logic. Them they go down
Execution.
this rabbit hole.
That's what I'm saying.
That has to be
There was no numbers there. We spoke with logic. He said they were dominating. They had one better drive. Just one better drive.
Yeah, that's still a stat though.
It's a stat. It's a stat.
But logically, is that dominating?
No,
He
but I'm just saying, we all know, bro. If he don't fumble that ball, they probably win that game, bro.
I don't know. I think that Joe Burrow.
The defense was playing well enough to have them in that.
Hey man, you'll never know. Clutch man Joe.
Was not putting up points.
We'll never know. Everything's an F and an F.
Joey B, all you had to do was get in field position and kick a field goal.
But they would have been losing. They still would have been losing. It would have been.
No, they didn't touch it. It would have been. Yeah, it would have been 24-7.
24-17 Ravens, and then they would have been forced
Yes.
to score.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Ravens should have won this game. Thank you.
No, we
No, they
didn't
should
chance
not.
it.
That's all
I
you
don't
say.
see it.
I don't see it.
it.
Y'all had a chance. Y'all had a chance.
I be trying to help you, Chris.
No, it's just they just got this bias. It's cool. They don't like.
What's a bias, bro?
can't
I
be
will
real.
say I actually was rooting for you guys to win because my Lamar narratives would have got really nasty. I would have said trade him because Tyler Huntley has as many wins in the playoffs as he does in one career playoff start.
See, that's why I'm not talking about Ravens, but you just a troll.
Hey, Wayne.
What you mean? What if Tyler Huntley would have led y'all to the Super Bowl?
You're a troll.
Hey,
What if? No. Let me listen to this. What if Tyler Huntley would have led y'all to the Super Bowl? What would you have been saying?
Good for him. Lamar Jackson's my quarterback.
But Brock gonna get the start, man. Let's go to the next topic, man. Let's talk about the Vikings. Let's talk about the Vikings.
What are we talking about, Wayne?
Let's talk about the Vikings and
What
the
are we
Giants.
talking about?
Let's talk about the Vikings and the Giants.
That's all I know.
No.
Hey, Jonas. Hey, the seat's warm. The seat's
let's
warm. The seat is warm.
I got a meeting at 5:30 that we keep forgetting.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go to Mount Rushmore.
5:30. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna do. Hey, quick question though. Pick a coaching job, straight up. Right? If you're a coach, you're a free agent coach right now. You're one of those guys looking for a job. You got the Broncos, Colts, Texans, Cardinals, and Panthers. Just pick one. Which one you taking?
I think mine would be between Broncos and Cardinals.
Okay.
I'm taking the Broncos.
Taking the Broncos. You going, Wayne?
Damn, they traded him.
You muted. I can't hear you.
I'm muted.
Sorry. Oh, never mind.
No, I'm muted. All right, I think the only correct answer is no. I'm going with the Colts.
I said the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts job because I get to pick my quarterback of the future. Because we're gonna trade up to get the quarterback that I want. Because the Bears aren't gonna have the first overall pick, and I'd rather do that and groom with him than be with a veteran quarterback coming off a terrible season in Russell Wilson. Defense was a really good defense a year before, and we know we have a good running game with Jonathan Taylor and the offensive line. We could get it back once we saw when Jeff Saturday came back. They started running the ball well. So got Michael Pittman. Probably could trade up, get that guy, and probably get a guy in free agency for another receiver. So yeah.
Yeah, so I went with the Colts too, just because they got a running game. It's easy to have. I mean, it's nice to have a good running game, and then you just fit a quarterback in that system. I think they're a quarterback away from actually being a really good team.
I think the Broncos really wet the bed this year, but mainly because off of the Russell Wilson shenanigans. I think he was, it was just too much.
I would say he had as many touchdowns once that coach left as he had all season.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he only threw 12 touchdowns this year. That's fucking terrible.
I just think it was too much surrounding his name this year, so it kind of took the focus off of winning.
Yeah, he can't be worse next year. There's no way he could be terrible.
But I'm getting rid of if I'm a coach, I'm getting rid of him.
Yeah. Who, Russell?
No.
Yeah, you can't get rid of Russell. They paid him.
No, you can't.
I would want to, but
you actually have to make Russell again. You got to make him lit. You got no choice.
You got to find Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's go up and get these. Let's do these Mount Rushmores, man.
I was about to say, I'm guessing Russell Wilson not on y'all Seahawks Mount Rushmore.
Nah. He actually is though.
Ew. All right, let's go. So we're going Mount Rushmore NFL teams. We're gonna start with the 49ers. Chubbs.
Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, and Ronnie Lott. I think this was the easiest out of the 4 teams that we have.
Which one? You said 49ers?
Yep.
Who you said?
Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, and Ronnie Lott.
Okay. Should I go?
Here you go.
I got the same 3 guys, but I took out Ronnie and I put Terrell Owens.
He would be my 5th head. But I got Joe Montana, Ronnie Lott, Jerry Rice, and Frank Gore.
You left Steve Young.
I'm a huge Steve Young guy, and I
got him out of there.
I got Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, TL, Ronnie Lott.
Tito wasn't on the team that long, but that's crazy.
He balled though for them. He snapped.
Yeah, I don't think for them. Jerry Rice was just. I mean, I got Jerry Rice over to you. I mean, obviously, that's why. I mean, I just wanted to go right.
Feel you. I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't really got anything for the Raiders. I couldn't really.
It's really a bunch of old heads.
Yeah, it's not about old heads. Let's do it. Raiders. Who you got, Chubbs?
I got Tim Brown, which I think is the greatest receiver out of their franchise. Marcus Allen at running back. Mm-hmm. Ken Stabler has the most rings from their quarterbacks out of their group. And this guy actually has there's 2 guys. One's I'll get honorable mention. Both of them have awards named after them in college football. I put Ray Guy on their Mount Rushmore, but you can also
put a punter on the Mount Rushmore.
He's the only punter in the Hall of Fame.
Hey man.
So look,
that's a terrible franchise. Yeah, he put a punter on the Mount Rushmore. That's disgusting, bro.
Or I could go. My honorable mention is the guy. Oh, I can't. Blinknikoff.
That's what you should have fucking said.
Well,
he put a punter on him.
He put a punter on Mount Rushmore, but that's
we got the only punter in the Hall of Fame.
We had a kicker on there last time for the Patriots.
But kickers win games, punters don't. What are we talking about?
They do.
Put him inside the 1, bro. Put him inside the 1, bro.
Go, Joe. Go, Joe.
I do have Tim Brown. I do have Ken Stabler. I do have I guess I'll put him in there. I will put Marcus Allen in there too. But then I got the DN Howie Long, so I got him in there. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Can't relate to any of these guys, and really never paid attention to Raiders like that. I just seen kind of like their stats that they have for them, so I didn't want to put anybody really old. So yeah.
Goes that way. Goes me. Yeah.
Although he made most of his impact in Green Bay, I still got to put Charles Woodson up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
It's about what he did there, though. He didn't do that much.
He was there in 10 years. He was there, what, 18 years?
Yeah, he was there for a minute.
But, I mean, obviously...
You said 18 years?
No, 8 to 10 years.
I was like, damn. Hold on, that's okay.
Something like that. But,
okay.
Yeah. Super Bowl MVP 15, Jim Plunkett. Come on now.
Jim Plunkett.
Quarterback Howie Long and Tim Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got Howie Long, I got Tim Brown, Marcus Allen, and Charles Woodson.
Okay. Dope.
Chargers.
Oh yeah, I have my dog.
Ladanian, Phillip, Junior Seau, and Antonio Gates.
Damn, my thing mimics Chubbs is the same. Actually.
That's not a wrong answer at all. But since both of y'all said it, I'm gonna take out Seau and put Sean Merriman in there.
No, that's disgusting.
You wouldn't even put Phillip Rivers over here, bro?
No, I got LT. I put
Darren
Antonio Gates
over that.
LT, Antonio Gates, Phillip Rivers, and Sean Merriman. Only because he a Maryland native. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But Seau was an obvious choice, but both of y'all said it, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
Y'all both tripping for having Phillip Rivers in there.
I don't have Phillip Rivers.
Oh, yeah.
I got same as Chubbs. Me and Chubbs have the same thing.
Oh, none of y'all got Phillip Rivers? I thought somebody said Phillip Rivers.
I said Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, Chris said Phillip Rivers.
Oh, you said Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, I got Phillip Rivers.
Oh no, that's what you said. No. My bad, bro. I didn't think you said that, bro. I don't have Phillip Rivers. Go ahead, Wayne.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
Let me
Yeah,
put him on my list. That's not. No, that wasn't.
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers is crazy in that shit, bro.
That's not who I have.
He's probably their greatest quarterback in that franchise.
Greatest it never was, bro.
He is.
I got you. My bad. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Kellen Winslow is my other one.
Yes. So I have Kellen Winslow, Dan Fouts, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Antonio Gates.
Oh, you don't have Junior Seau?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Seahawks.
Dan Fouts is better than.
Nasty, bro.
You said what?
And I feel like the Seahawks one gonna be disgusting.
Yeah, let's go with the Seahawks.
There are two people that I should not hear, and Jerry already confirmed that there's gonna be one. So if y'all say if y'all say the other name, bro,
what you mean?
Football with me
So I'll start off. I got Marshawn Lynch, Sean Alexander, Russell Wilson,
Y'all are so nasty, bro.
and
Yeah,
Bobby Wagner.
That's disgusting.
Why is that? Wait, what are we doing?
I didn't want Richard in there.
No.
No. That's the other name that I did not want to hear.
I didn't want Richard in there. I can't think of some. Michael Bennett could be up there too. But
Why are you naming these new people? Stop.
Hold on. Wait. What's wrong with that list?
yeah, I don't think it's a crazy list. But
Russell Wilson, the game manager, bro.
he's their best quarterback.
Bro, like, we're talking about for a team.
Yeah.
We're not talking about, like, NFL. We're talking about for a team and what he's done for that team.
Give me Matt Hasselbeck.
Thank you.
I thought about Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
Wait. Stop it.
Give me Matt Hasselbeck.
Take Hasselbeck over Russell Wilson.
Give me Matt Hasselbeck.
Russell Wilson, y'all taking Matt Hasselbeck.
Give me Matt Hasselbeck.
Dude.
That's crazy. All right.
He not in my Mount Rushmore either, though. So
I just listen again. It's nothing against the older players. I just like to players that I relate to. So I do have Richard Sherman up there as literally one of the best DBs that they had. Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, and Sean Alexander. That's it.
Joey.
I want to hear y'all. I want to hear y'all's because y'all probably start. I hope.
Not Richard.
I probably hope I hear names I recognize because there's some old things I probably don't know. So
Hurry up, because I got a dip. I'm supposed to be out.
I got Marshawn Lynch, Sean Alexander, Earl Thomas, and Cam Chancellor.
I thought about Earl.
yeah, Cam Chancellor is nowhere near this fucking list, or Thomas either.
crazy. And you got Matt in mind. That's fucking nuts.
Sleep.
Nuts. Maybe I'm just the old head of the group, but I'm going Walter Jones, who's one of the greatest offensive tackles ever played this game of football. Steve Largent, who's one of the greatest receivers to ever play the game of football, and then Sean Alexander and Marshawn Lynch. Those are mine.
See, I've seen those two guys, right? Now, my thing, I
didn't see them.
I seen them. I just didn't want to put, because in none of my Mount Rushmores, I have an offensive lineman. And I should have had probably at least one of them for one of the teams that we've done. So I didn't put an offensive lineman in it. So that's why I kept him out.
Yeah, well, I mean, Walter Jones literally might be the best player in Seahawks history. So
right, yeah, he is. I saw it. I was like,
Yeah.
but I rather, I would think about skill positions and but it's crazy. I will put a D lineman in there, but I won't put. I don't know.
I remember Walter Jones going there. He was a fucking boss.
He was lit.
Yeah.
He was lit. He was lit as fuck.
So, yeah. He's literally probably the best Seahawk ever.
I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
All right, man. Now Chelsea's gone. Let's talk about this
Recording
Vikings Jets game. Vikings Giants game. So I picked the Giants to win. I think Joey, you picked the Vikings to win.
No, did
I
I?
picked the Vikings.
I thought both of y'all picked the Vikings.
Me and Chris picked the Vikings.
Oh, you and Chris picked the Vikings? All right. Yeah, we did pick the Giants because we said it was good. You picked another upset too. You picked the Dolphins. That's what the other upset was. But Smooth, let's talk about it, man.
Hey, man, I knew that the Vikings were frauds. I didn't think that they was gonna lose this week to the Giants. I will say that. But I'm kind of upset with Justin Jefferson's performance. But
What?
mainly that's probably because of Kirk Cousins, bro. Like they were I don't know. Kirk Cousins just wasn't playing
They
for
were
well.
bracketing
Yeah,
Justin
that's what I was about to say. I
Jefferson.
think I do think they were double teaming him.
Yeah.
He did
I
that.
think he only
They
had
balled out that first drive. It was like, you're not doing that
yeah.
again.
That's it.
I mean, when I say I'm upset with his performance, I'm just mad. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to see what he's been doing all year
Yeah.
in a game that's the most important one of the season so far. But the Giants came to play. I ain't gonna lie, their offense was looking good. Danny Dimes was getting it done. That man was.
Is he a
scrambling in there.
franchise quarterback? That's a
What
question.
was I saying in the beginning of the season? I said, watch out for Giants. I said, and what I also said about that division, I said it's going to be closer than what I think it's going to be. Because when we started talking about that division, we said Cowboys should win this regardless. And I said, nah,
No, I
it's going
picked
to
the
be closer than
Eagles.
what
I picked the Eagles to win the
you
division.
did. But some
No,
other people like Cowboys.
I think I picked the Cowboys or the Eagles.
Cowboys, yeah, and everybody was like, "Oh, it should be." I was like, "No, it's gonna be closer than what you think because every team is." And I said Saquon was gonna come back. He came back.
You did.
He showed up.
Yeah.
And then Danny Dimes, I said he could get it done. But the biggest credit I want to give it to is Brian Dabble. Yeah, bro, like he really
Coach of the year?
turned. Yeah, he's coach of the year. Bro. Like he really turned that team around. He turned that team around and he made Danny Dimes look good enough.
The thing about it
for
is,
other
bro,
teams to want him.
when you have a dual threat quarterback, bro, and then that's what I need from a quarterback when you don't have receivers. You know what I'm saying? He has a bunch of no-name receivers. But
Them boys was open all day though for some
He's still
no-name.
getting the job, but it's because they was focusing on Barkley as well. Barkley was a dual, like he is getting handoffs from the backfield. He's lined up at receiver, like he's able to do it all. So he can pass block, stay in the pocket. When you got a quarterback who can scramble and have design runs, like he can just do it all. That offense was just so dynamic, and all you need for a receiver to do is catch the ball. They did drop a few passes from time to time, but I think that defense played well enough to keep him in the game. Kirk Cousins was doing Kirk Cousins things as usual. That last play, bro. I mean,
I can't agree with you. Kirk didn't play bad, bro.
But
that Giants defensive line was freaking feasting.
Yeah,
and that Kayvon, I think he was a big factor, bro. Just being
him and Dexter, bro. Dexter Lawrence was going. That's the reason why he got all pro over Christian Wilkins right there, Joe.
Yeah, I couldn't say anything after that. I was like, yeah, they're going nuts. They're going crazy.
I think Kirk Cousins needs to play a little bit unlike himself in that game though, for them to have a chance to win, bro. Like,
you said unlike himself?
Yeah, he played like Kirk Cousins. He got played a step above.
He got to play a step above because we always compare the average performances to Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a game like that, where your best receivers getting double teamed, when Dalvin Cook isn't in the game as much as he should be, you know, having established a run. Adam Thielen, he was a ghost out there too. I mean, I just don't.
Adam Thielen is getting too old. That's why I think the problem is for them. I think they need a number two. He's no longer a true number two receiver. Yeah. He's older now. He's not the same.
Right. Yeah. And I think this is why we judge so hard in the playoffs. This is where you built, bro. This is where you kind of come out and be like, yo, I'm a step above what y'all thought I was, and I'm gonna come out and win the games. And we always say Kirk Cousins wasn't that guy. So so that's why I think a lot of people expected the Vikings to lose that game.
I think everybody that I was seeing was like the Giants gonna win this game. Giants gonna win this game. Giants gonna win this game.
It's Kirk. We know he's not that guy.
But Kirk didn't play bad. It was just you can tell I think the biggest factor was the Vikings defense. The Vikings defense couldn't stop.
We've seen it. Vikings defense fold all the time. Yeah. But this is where we're like, yo, quarterback,
Cook only had 15 carries, bro.
Touchdown.
That's a lot of carries, though, Smoot.
Yeah.
Not for a top 5 running back, bro.
That's right. But they couldn't run the ball because of how that Giants defense. The Giants weren't blitzing. They literally just rushed 4 all game long.
And it's hard to win. it's hard to win a game when you're just getting pressure with 4, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard, and when they getting pressure with 4, it's hard to win a game like that because they got a lot of people in coverage, and you're just like, damn.
Yeah, that's seven people in coverage, and they was getting it. Pressure
What
coming
was
up the
Kirk-
middle, coming from the side. It was coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
What was Kirk Cousins doing on that last play, 4th down?
That's
play,
terrible. That pass,
Bro, like what was that?
he threw a 4-yard pass on when they needed 8.
I don't know why quarterbacks do that sometimes, bro. Like
And
that's
then,
not the first time
got
I've
mad,
seen it.
like, he got mad, like
Why you throwing the check down,
threw
bro?
the ball
Right,
like,
like-
like, that's what I'm saying.
Like, don't you know the situation?
They was playing the sticks. He threw it to him when
man.
the defender was right on his back. So like he probably let him catch it just to make the tackle.
But
And then he gonna get mad.
yeah,
The thing is,
he's like, break the tackle, bro. Like, bro, what?
I think the Vikings are very comfortable with Kirk Cousins.
That's
And I
the
don't think
issue.
they will ever be great if they don't get rid of him.
Well, I think you could do it with him, but you got to surround him with, like Jimmy G. You got to surround him with the things.
But
So
Jimmy
he got
G didn't
Jettis,
get a
he got
win,
Dalvin Cook, but guess what Jimmy G got? An elite defense that's going to keep him in games and give him chances.
But
Kirk
Jimmy
Cousins-
G never won though. He lost.
But he lost to Mahomes and the Chiefs, and they were winning
Yeah, but
for the
who
majority.
you think you're gonna play in the Super Bowl? You're not gonna play no
But
scrub.
Kirk
Like,
Cousins been doing this for years. He been being mediocre for years, bro.
He ain't mediocre, bro. He's above
mediocre.
average.
He's average. He's average.
He's above average. Y'all not gonna do that, bro. He's above average quarterback,
Kirk
bro.
Cousins is the standard, and if he's the standard NFL quarterback, he's the most generic quarterback in the league. A quarterback that you won't be afraid to pick up on your team
Facts.
and be you know what I'm saying?
I
And,
agree.
but that's not
He's like
enough to
Jimmy
win,
G.
bro.
Jimmy G is a standard quarterback in the NFL.
But,
He's
but
like-
Jimmy
he's
G
like a guy-
has done more.
He
though.
better.
He has done more.
He better than Jimmy G, bro.
Wait, hold on. Jimmy G has done more because he's been on a better team.
Yeah,
Let's
DL,
put it
don't
that
do that. Don't be nasty,
So-
bro.
They are the same.
No, Jimmy G has never thrown for the type of passes and yards.
The Vikings was 13-4 this year. I'm not hearing none of what y'all talking.
Their defense was in the bottom half of the league, though.
Yo, but DL, all the games they won 9 games that were between one score.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm doing- so the
defense
defense has-
wasn't playing nobody this year either.
Their
so.
defense, they play
The
a lot
only
of people, but
the
their
only
game
good
is
win
won
they
by
the,
one
the only good
score,
win
bro.
they have is versus the Bills. That's the only good win they have on the year. Every other time they lost or got blown out. They got blown out by the Cowboys, got blown out by the Packers.
Yeah.
They got blown out by the Eagles. Their only good win on the year was against the Bills, who seemingly blew that game. And it took Justin Jefferson to make a out-of-worldly catch for them to even win that.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
But there's one thing I love about the playoffs, man. As a former defensive lineman, man, you get to say elite defensive line play, really elite trenches play. And in every game, you saw that having excellent pass rushers was winning, like the 49ers. The Jaguars in the second half, like it looked like Justin Herbert couldn't escape nothing. Saw the Ravens.
The Dolphins was causing havoc.
The
with
Dolphins,
D-line,
yeah.
Giants. It was crazy. Yeah,
It continued pattern. I hope I continue to see that tonight. Who you guys got tonight? Actually, the Buccaneers or the?
I got the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I think TB12. I don't think he performs high. I don't think he's really good on Mondays, but I don't know if this Monday is gonna work out for him, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I think he takes the L tonight. He takes the L.
As much as I would like to see Dallas win, bro, which is crazy, I shouldn't. I'm not gonna bet against my GOAT, bro. I think this is the time in which it matters the most. He's been there. He's 7-0 versus the Cowboys in his career in the playoffs, or just in general. Sorry, not in the playoffs.
They never
So,
beat
yeah.
Tom Brady.
Nope.
And you know what, bro? I hate it, bro. And I think he's gonna win.
Yeah, I got the Bucks, bro.
And I ain't gonna lie. I think he gonna win again. I think he gonna find a way to be in the NFC Championship. And I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm rooting for him to lose tonight. But I just have a feeling that's not going to happen, and he's going to win this game. He's gonna find a way to do it. It's gonna be crazy. And I hate Tom Brady.
I feel the same, man. I hope he doesn't win.
He probably be watching our podcast, bro, using that as motivation when
Yeah, I'm gonna get clipped when they win the Super Bowl at the end of the year. Like,
It's so weird, right? He's like, let
back.
me go online. Let me look for the hate.
they be doing that. Like celebrities be doing that, bro. Like I was watching the digress, but the Circle, and I was like,
Yeah.
this guy in the Circle, his name's Tom. Maybe I just don't like people named Tom.
Yeah, I saw Tom.
I was like,
don't
Tom
like
ain't shit. This motherfucker gonna quote tweet me.
He did?
Yes.
What? That's hilarious.
I was just like, yeah, that's crazy. Everybody was like going in over there. It's like, wow, Tom, you're the shit. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Hey man, but yeah.
I don't like Tom either.
So we got Dallas winning. So we might as well just go ahead and give our predictions for the following weekend. So Jaguars versus the
Kansas City
Chiefs. I got the Chiefs.
Oh yeah,
We could just do full recaps at next week.
Chiefs. Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
You ain't on the Trevor Lawrence train?
Oh, it ends. It ends. He has as many wins as Lamar Jackson, so I'm good.
It's the Chiefs
In the playoffs. So, Bills versus Bengals.
I got the Bengals.
I had the Bengals as well.
Ain't gonna give up on Josh Allen now, bro. You know I got the Bills.
Gotcha.
All right. We got Giants versus Eagles.
I have the.
That's
I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm gonna go with the upset this game.
I have the Giants as well. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, and I feel like we've seen it twice, and the other teams got so close. I think the Giants are the guys to execute it. So
I'm gonna go with the cliche pick, bro. Eagles, man. Eagles. Got to.
And then 49ers versus whoever you guys have winning tonight.
49ers beating both of them.
Yeah, man. Brock Purdy. The Brock Purdy narrative will continue after this week.
Yeah, I got Brock. We rocking with Brock, man. We rocking with Brock.
Because like there's like a slim chance in my mind that Dallas will win tonight. Because like I said, I want Dallas to win. But I just think Tom Brady will win tonight because Dallas always finds a way to fold.
Like
and then if Dallas wins, then there's no way that they're going to beat the 49ers. So,
yeah,
you know.
It's not happening.
I don't think nobody in NFC is beating the 49ers, in my opinion. Just so you guys know.
I said Super Bowl. They can go to the Super Bowl. They can literally go to the Super Bowl.
I'm not giving them the Super Bowl.
But Dallas, if I really root for Dak Prescott, but if Dak plays the 49ers, I don't even want Dak to play 49ers because I don't want to try to come rescue him. He's gonna get murdered by them, bro. They're going to kill Dak, bro. He's probably gonna throw at least 3 picks, probably have a fumble here.
Yo, last week, did y'all see the interception he threw, bro?
Bro, the pick 6?
The pick 6. A few plays before that, bro, he threw the same
exact route.
The same exact person, bro. He
Dak
dropped it the first
Dak
time.
is coming to the game. He's playing like, remember Andy Borgen? He's coming to the game drunk, bro. He got
you
the way he's
convinced?
playing. It's the way he's coming. He's playing drunk, bro. He has to, bro. There's no way. I was like, who is this guy?
They said a lot of his picks though, like half of his picks were like drop passes or just like
they are, but some of them are also still inexcusable.
Yeah.
Facts.
So,
9 in the last 7 games.
That's fucking nuts.
That's nuts, man. All right, man. That is all that we have for this episode. Y'all got anything y'all want to say to people before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. This is
all right, man.
Congratulations, DL.
We at home. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we all at home. The couch is warm. Some of you fans join us there. Seats warm, weighing on it.
Yeah, that definitely gotta be our next, you know what I'm saying, headline.
We are.
We put out the episode.
Yeah, we are home.
All our teams sitting on the couch.
We all home. I'm gonna find a picture like that.
Facts. Yeah, man. Sucks.
All right, man.
If we would have beat the Bills, though,
you've been going crazy.
I would have been going crazy on the spot.
I'm happy that did not happen. All right, man. Until next time, we'll see y'all.